Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we have another rank up with Namazu, finally, and into the fire. Gyoshin is staring at you in a way that suggests another doom-laden prophecy is forthcoming. Attendees love our things-on activities. Just look at that one over there, who seems most loath to let go of his horse. But we cannot afford to rest in our jars just yet, you see? Our dramatic demise, our painful annihilation. I forgot to call Gyowei and Gyofun. One moment, please. I have summoned you all three here for one reason, yes, yeah? I assume this will again be some nonsense about dreams and prophecies. You must recall that I cautioned you against eating unidentified plant matter. If it comes from the ground, it's food, yes? Just because I was rendered violently ill, incapacitated for a fortnight by those green mushrooms, does not mean... Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, yes. I have continued to see our greatest grandsire in my dreams. Though the dreams of your adult mind are immaterial to my goal of enlightening one and all, I have identified an aspect in which our festival is lacking compared to those of our ancestors. That's fantastic, Segetsu enlightened, yes? For I cannot help but worry that you are about to... Allow me to elaborate in detail. Culture is an ever-evolving beast, you see? The radicalization of culture, in particular, results in unique cultural expressions that outsiders struggle to comprehend. When it is applied to rituals, festivals become true carnivals of the bizarre. Given that our ancestors' festivals were known as unforgettable spectacles, should we not assume we had a fair few radical elements? In which case, our event must needs include at least one uniquely memorable ritual if we are to carry on their legacy. That actually sounds interesting. I'm most intrigued. What happens in these rituals that everyone finds so strange? I haven't the foggiest. Religious rituals are secretive by nature, my dear Gyoshin. Perhaps it's my own fault, yes. I neglected to remember Gyofun's unhelpfulness. I suppose we will put this matter to rest for now. Call it a day. Now hold on a moment. Your lack of intellectual curiosity is no fault of mine. The correct response would be to acknowledge our need to engage in further research. Occidentalism makes mention of a Charlian society devoted to the pursuit of knowledge. One of a number might be privy to the information we seek. One such as yourself must know Charlians of the intellectual persuasion we require. Preferably some wizened, with arcane knowledge, who is also an expert in rituals. Surely you know a few fitting the role? Master Matoya and Ravanya, you say? Yes, she sounds ideal. It is so convenient that your foreigners all know each other. Yes, she sounds most convenient. Much more useful than Gyofun. I really hate to ask, but could you convey me to Master Matoya in your bag? Okay, not where I expected this to go, but what can you do? Off to Ravanya! Something I just, well, what just popped into my mind. How safe is it to be teleported to an aetherite you haven't been attuned to when you're being carried in someone else's bag? Does that work? Anyway, let's just assume it does. Is this your place? Please tell me this is your place. Hello. Are you Master Matoya? I'm relieved to see you so moist, so slimy. From Desiree's description, you sounded most dry and intimidating. Eager to get off on the wrong foot, aren't we? Oh no. The scary ladies, Master Matoya? Yep. I'm so sorry. Most apologetic. I was confused. Well, since you and your bumbling companion have already disrupted my routine, I suppose I hear you out. I presume you have a reason for coming here other than to annoy me. Oh, the world's hardly short on carnivores of the bizarre. Competitive cheese-rolling, fertility rituals where a bride gets whacked with a stick. I'll tell you, if someone tried that with me, they'd be out of an eye. Or whatever nonsense you can imagine, someone's getting up to it. But if you seek to avert a calamitous fate, I trust you want to do better than those half-baked traditions. For a truly memorable spectacle, you want to revive a ceremony so terrible, so horrible that few would dare to even whisper of it. One so steeped in evil that men swore never again to perform it. Oh, evil, darkness, tell me more, tell me more. Okay. If you shrink not from those horrors, I assume you are prepared to not only sully your hands, but your very soul. Yes, I will save a Namazu, even if I must endure a never-ending celebration. Even if I must work my fins to the bone. Color me impressed. Confused, but impressed. I prepare a simple manuscript on forbidden rituals for you. Just stay put, have some tea, do whatever it is you Namazu do. Here we are. Only 300 pages, but it should serve. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Alright, tea makes Namazu tipsy. Lucky you. It's a miracle that I survived this long. Well, back in the sack with him. And back out. Fresh air at last. You might want to wash that. It smells like vomit in there. Anyway, we should focus on this tome Matoya so kindly and most generously gave us. A manuscript penned by a Sharlayan scholar herself. I must peruse it without delay. Yes, it's most illuminating. So full of information on fascinating rituals that I can hardly decide which we should attempt. Relinquish that this instant. I must read it. Just a moment, please. Please. This one is just so... Oh, but this one is also... Give it here, I say. Now. Now! Oh, wait. Ow! Fascinating. Are you alright? Yes, there can be only one, no other. This Wicker Man is a perfect choice. We must incinerate a life sacrifice inside a massive effigy. It's the only way to avert total Namazu annihilation. Yes, yes. I dare say he ought to be stopped, but it may be unwise to anger him just now. Alright. This sounds like a terrible idea if you want to avert annihilation, living sacrifices. I cannot say I expect us to go the life sacrifice route. No, no. To work, we require a large Namazu effigy. You must help me build it. You will not defy me, no. You will find materials to create fuel in the crate. I expect you to bring me the most flammable you have ever made, yes? Gary will be the one collecting the components. All 107 of them. So I'll speak to her when you're ready. Effigy component. Kyoshin seems a bit odd, though I suppose he's always odd. Ah, the final component. Thank you. Now let us see what comes of this. Wow, it's like looking into a stream, a reflection staring back at me. Most imposing, quite impressive. Kyoshin, are you not forgetting something? Yet again? The life sacrifice, you imbecile. Oh, thank you so much for volunteering. I'm most certainly not volunteering. Should it not be the artist who sees his work through to the end? Well, I'm quite sure, indeed confident, that Desiree provided the most important parts. Nope, not me. Oh, for the big one's sake, you need not be in such a hurry to set each other aflame. According to Master Matoya's manuscript, a cloth stone is a perfectly acceptable substitute for the sacrifices, yes? I set my fins to sewing a few some time ago. They followed the instructions to the letter, so they should be more than sufficient. Anyway, you're a lifesaver. Let us get this fire started. Oh, these spinning eyes are creepy. In 7 years, the Namazu were fated to fall deeply in debt and be doomed to work ceaselessly as slaves for the sinister soy merchant mogul Kageyama. Many would have died. However, the oversized Namazu effigy will, over the course of 7 years, come to be known far and wide as a uniquely bizarre spectacle and generate significant revenue from tourism. Unbeknownst to all, the Namazu will be spared the grievous tragedy that could have consumed them, and their fate continues to change for the better. I dare say it's impossible to discern the meaning or purpose behind this peculiar ritual. Indeed, it's nothing less than the epitome of enlightenment. Whatever you say. Reputation up. Your reputation has increased to Sworn. New Namazu beast terms are now available from Sagetsu. 3 additional quests and 3 quests. Okay, but in a barrel. With what do I have? Have I done these culinarian? Because those are not those from today. These are from the last time I played. And that wasn't yesterday either. Anyway, I need to do these 3. I think. Would you believe it? It appears a miscalculation has been made, but not by me, Parish thought. The amount of timber we require for the festival far exceeds that which can be harvested within a reasonable distance of Dora Ilo. As you can see, although the Azim steppe has an abundance of grass, trees are few and far between. As luck would have it, Yowen has arrived in Reunion, bearing timber to barter for local goods. I took the liberty of arranging you to meet him. Yeah, these are the old ones. I think I do the others later. Just take these now. Give till it hurts. I say this way. I happened upon the most curious of traditions in my studies of Northward Bound, a spiritual journey. This most illuminating of tomes recounts a ritual held on the outskirts of Ilsebad, where intoned folks mounted atop ceremonial floats would assail passerby with produce from their own storehouses. Upon further reading, I discovered it's to celebrate a bountiful harvest. So bountiful, in fact, that there is a surplus to shower upon the masses. But the number of casualties seem to increase with each passing year, one cannot deny their pure intentions. Indeed, it's a tradition of beneficence, one we Namazu would do well to adopt on our path to enlightenment. Alas, we have no harvests to boast of, let alone any surplus, which is why we will use fin-crafted goods instead. If you consent to help in our preparations, point table east to the path of a craven. You will find one of my kin there gathering supplies. Taking the plunge. Over the horizon describes a most peculiar festival from the west, wherein tribesmen jump from atop cliffs with no promise of safety save for a bit of rope tethered to their waists. Truth be told, even I balked at the thought of undertaking such a death-defying feat. Imagine my surprise when a number of my kin stepped forward, eager for an opportunity to prove their bravery. In fact, one of them is at the dawn from this very moment preparing to jump from its dizzying heights. Would you go and see that he is duly prepared? This is one celebratory practice I would rather not see go away. The deadliest sport. You wouldn't happen to know a young man by the name of Onawara Banlados, would you? I recently happened upon travel literature chronicling his journeys through the Sea of Clouds. Quite a riveting read. In his writings he speaks of a Vanu Vanu, an indigenous beast tribe of a region who practice a most peculiar sport involving Pisces. It is a fierce competition granting great honor to its victors. So moved was I by the enthusiasm of this pastime that I made straightways for Tokugan to seek out Pisces of my very own. While costly, I succeeded in acquiring several. The problem, however, is they appear to be completely and utterly indolent. If not for their breathing, one might mistake them dead animals strewn about for some ill-conceived grotesquerie. We need something to spur them into action, or at the very least, active enough to be recognized as amongst the living. One of our festival volunteers has gone north to Seoul Ain in search of materials to create something, anything, that might rouse the Pisces from their torpidity. Would you go and see if there's aught you can do to assist him? A helping hand from Seketsu. It's greatly appreciated, yes, a most welcome sight indeed. I was tasked with creating something that might draw the Pisces' interest, but I haven't a clue where I might begin. If I were a Pisces, I imagine I'd do anything for a Corrigan doll. Do you suppose you can make one? If there's anything you might need, I guarantee you'll find it in this crate, yes? When you're finished, you can deliver it to Gyoka. He's been tasked with caring for the Pisces. It was interesting that this comes from Honora. Dawnstone. Where they are bungee jumping. A coward, they called me, a craven, but after this, they never call me names again, no. Saketsu sent you to help, yes? Wonderful. I could use an extra pair of fins, or hands in your case, to get everything in order. Could I trouble you to fashion 2 bottles of resin to reinforce the rope? You'll find everything you need in that crate. Please try not to take too long. I fear if I don't do this soon, my nerves may get the better of me. Land diving gear. Everything is nearly ready. I hope my request wasn't too demanding of you. Here you go. Oh, this will do nicely, it says. Now I have everything I need. It's sure it's a long way down from here, but I said I'd do it, so I do it. Well, here I go. You hear a faint splash in the waters from down below. Where am I? The light. It was so warm, so welcoming. But I had to stay to see the others' looks of surprise, of awe. Go. Go and tell them what I've done. Yeah, you bungee jumped without the rope. A sculptor. And never helping hand professor gets so enlightened. Tell me, what hidden shame has he threatened to bring to light? Your secret's safe with me, yes? You came of your own volition. Truly, you are a saint, an angel sent from on high. Between your hands and my fins, we should finish in no time. While I continue gathering supplies, could I trouble you to craft a figurine resembling fruit? Persimmons, plums, any fruit will do. Everything you need is in that crate there. When you're finished, take it straight back to Doelo. I hate to get hit in the eye with any of these. Seketsu means well, but I fear the others do not yet understand what these goods will be used for. When the festivities begin, I think I'll stay here, safe and out of line of fire. Okay, Kyoka, maybe you have something for the Paisers here? Maybe I have something for the Paisers here? Some would say I'm the most perceptive of Namazu, yes? My eyes are quite sharp, it's only natural that I'd be chosen to serve as referee for the Paiser competition. But there can be no competition if they remain so sluggish. If only there was some way to light a fire under them. Not literally, of course. Maybe a doll? Thank you. We're sure to love this, yes? We're certain to get them moving. Takes a get so that all will be well now. For now at least, and when you're finished, I'd be more than happy to show you the Paisers if you'd like. You needn't say a word. Even from here I could see Gyoka jumping with joy. Perhaps now we can entice the Paisers to do more than loaf about. These competitions can be quite fierce if the accounts in my readings are anything to go by. If you care to see for yourself, I would suggest speaking with Gyoka. Thanks to your efforts, the Paisers have regained their fighting spirit. You may speak with Gyoka at any time to go and observe a Paiser competition. Ah, your turn. So you really went through with it? Yep. And forgot the rope even. And you forgot the rope, you say? Well, we can hardly call it a success if you failed to follow my instructions, now can we? If such a lack of preparation becomes a common occurrence, though I pray it doesn't, perhaps we should forgo the use of rope altogether. It would, after all, serve to distinguish our event from the ritual practices of the West. I must give it some thought. Should any of my kin be willing to undertake yet another test of courage, however, I should hope you will be ready to assist us again. Yeah. And here is some wooden, stone, whatever, fruit to throw at people. Excellent. Our store of wares is not sufficient for the event, but soon we will be ready. I Like a big jet now, my kin has tried a majestic float, bombarding passerbys with all manner of food and figurines. It will be a celebration for the ages. A pity I won't be able to participate. Why, if I were to be injured, who would oversee the rest of the festival? We can actually watch now? The Paisa seem to be in high spirits today, yes? They might even be up for a match. Care to see for yourself? You're in for a treat, my friend. Well, it may be best if we find a location removed from the way long, yes? I fear the Pisces will be indiscriminate destruction once they get to tussling, smashing our parade floats and ripping our pavilions to ribbons. But come. I know just the place to unleash them safely. These are big Pisces. Here we are, the perfect venue to show off what the Paisa can do. Is it not impressive? I detected from afar with my keen gaze, yes? Naturally, I will serve as referee. Not will escape my all-seeing eyes, no. Unless I blink, which I never do. Merely watching them come to blows wouldn't be very interesting, though, would it? Care to wager which will emerge the victor? That said, it's only an exhibition match. Do not hesitate for fear of choosing wrong. I certainly do not expect everyone to share my skill at spotting the to-be victim. The Rose House Wrestler or the Okgundu Gladiator? Let's take the Gladiator. An excellent choice, yes? Make sure not to lose track of who's who once the fist and first starts flying. Alrighty, two. Ready? Begin. Can you feel it? The tension between them is palpable. You may want to stand back. Their fury can be like a typhoon, savage and unpredictable. I would hate for you to be caught between them. I realize how terrifying this must be, but you cannot look away. No matter how deeply this gruesome scene will scar your mind forevermore, you must watch, yes? Offspring. Let's try this again, yes? Ready? Begin. Have you ever seen such carnage? If not for the Rose House Wrestler's thick fur, the Okgundu Gladiator would surely have rent the flesh from his bones. Why, the poor beast is so disoriented he lost all sense of direction. Unprecedented. This looks to be a turning point of the match, the outcome of which may very well depend on your support, yes? The rallying cry. You can do it. The battle is over. Coming all the way from the Sea of Clouds, he's battered and abused, but fluffy and furious. Today's champion is the Rose House Wrestler. As referee, my word is final, my word is law. Those who would oppose my decision, well, that's too bad. It was a close match, yes? Your Kundu gladiator put up a good fight, but sadly today was not meant to be his day. So what did you think? Did it set your whiskers a tingling? Of course not. You have no whiskers. Still, I hope you enjoyed this little exhibition all the same. Now let us return to Doorway Low. We need time for our wounds and minds to recover from the trauma of today's match. Yeah. Okay. With that exciting match, we end this episode. Until next time, when we play more Final Fantasy XIV. I'm Mace, and don't get lost.